cutter and vinyl size. This may actually look like a theme for sticker producer, but professional should know how the result is created and possibly create files for cutter also, or at least mention in designing that this cut should be done like this or that. So first, main sticker materials are made with width of 1.2 to 1.52 meters, or it's 48 to 59 inches. Let's make an example that you are planning to use 1.2 meter material, that is 48 inches, wide material, standard mid-term used material for flat surfaces. For example, 3M50 series, Avery 700 series or Oracle 551 series. How you cut it? First, let's make the easy solution. Let's pretend you have a logo with measures of 1.1 meters in one side and 4 meters in other side. In inches, it's about 43 inches by 157 inches. This is easy cutting, as logo is actually smaller than the vinyl's own width. Simply turn it from horizontal from a computer to vertical for cutting. Now you cut it, it fits material nicely, and it's done. This is the easy one. But what to do if your design is larger than material's width? Let's say your logo should be in size 1.7 meters, it's about 67 inches, in height, but you have a material what is only 1.2 meters or 48 inches wide, so you can't just simply turn it like we did in the first example. There is two possibilities. If you made it from separate figures, a text maybe, and we can make the cuts all for separate letters, so you make your cutter file as. First, I would recommend to make on top or below a horizontal line, like here. This is your logo. This helps you to measure them on the same level more easily later when you are taping them together on a car. Secondly, when you are going to cut one letter, then if it's possible, make this letter cutting file with a little piece of next letters also, like you see in here. This is an L and a little bit of O with it. This helps you keep the letter spaces correctly. On installation later, you simply put your stickers in a row, bottom line keeps them on the same level and spacing parts keep the letter on a correct place. And voila, you have 1.7 meter or 67 inches logo from 1.2 meter or 48 inches wide material and without any cuts. But if you have a logo where you cannot use this separate letters cutting, this means we have to make the cut line horizontally because then we can install it properly, lower part first and upper part on top. The rainwater will not start to affect the stickers. So you put your logo and you find its center point. Now you must make two cut files from this file. Lower part and upper part. And the upper part must be with a little extra from the lower section. This will be taped on top of the lower part. Without it, you may soon have a little gap between stickers layers, as stickers tend to shrink a little. But pay attention where you can make this cutting point. If it's a large truck trailer with a large flat taping shape, then it's in the center. It will be most sensible. If you are taping a van or other curved vehicle, then I would recommend it to make the overlapping place to some curved part. Then it is not visible at all. For example, we made for an airport transportation company stickers where large company logos X needed to be done from two parts. In there, we made the cut to the place where it touches the curved section. And again, first lower sticker and on top of it the upper part with overlapping. This is really important. Water will shape and carve through mountains, then little sticker with adhesive is like a soft jam sandwich for rainwater. So keep this in mind. You definitely need to know all your cutting points when you are making a full wrap type of design to your customer. In this case, a moving van, for example, you do not have a material that is so large as whole side of your van, so you need to make those cuts there. You can make it horizontally, but this means that your applicator is complete professional. This is tricky to install as firstly, sticker is kind of thin material and tends to bend and stretch a bit on installation. With first, the lower part, there is no problems. Just install it as it goes. But the upper parts needs to be installed the same style, stretch at the same places and so on. If you have a lot of lines and shapes and shades in your design, then it's really tricky to get them all to match on taping. Also, the shape of the van is different. Maybe there is plastic part on below and curved part on the top. So if your installer is not a full professional or your design is not with such details, then use this version. On the other hand, easier would be to do the design with vertical pieces. There you can, if possible, do the cuts with van's body shape in mind. Not just length divided to materials width, but rather back piece as first cut and so on. This means you have to do the cut files for your designer also, if you want it to be done as you wish, as nicer as possible, right? So you take your design and make the cuts from back to the front and also with installation extra feed. 5 to 10 millimeters, it's about 0.2 or 0.4 inches will be enough. And again, installation from back to forth. And installed that overlapping will be that way that wind will flow over the overlapping, as wind is a strong influence to sticker as water is. Same principle, simply overlap with cover the first installed part. Transparent material is used if you want to turn your car's own color a part of your design or want to have your logo as a watermark on the car. Then you need to use transparent film for that. In that case, you also have some points you need to take under advisement. First, remember, white is not white colored theme earlier. So if your car is white, then using printed white background on your logo or text, it will be shown on the car. As white is not white and it's not nice to see. Helps a little if you cover full detail with that sticker, but still if you cover only, for example, one side door with a sticker, then it's still going to be visible as the different shade of white. If it's red or other color, the color variance is even more noticeable. So if you want your logo to be like a watermark, for example, then you must use a transparent material for printing. Also, if it's just a logo, not a full detail or something, and you have it on a dark car, then it will have a different gloss as other car is. It will be visible. If your car is in a lighter color, then with only small transparent sticker, you soon have an ugly stripe on your car. This is a shape of your small sticker. As dust gets to the sticker's adhesive, it creates a dark line, like it would be made with a marker to your car. Rather use it for full detail. Yes, the glossiness also affects, but not so much. But with transparent material, you must remember that as material is transparent, it is just a tiny layer on top of the vinyl. So car's own color will start to see through your print. If your car is white, then it will be like printed on white vinyl. If your car is black, it will make your print darker and less visible. If it's red, then it will make a red shade to your print, and so on. Before full transparent print, I would recommend to make a test print. Then you can see is everything okay or not. If necessary, add more contrast or lighting to the design. For example, when we needed to make a transparent design for client storage RAM, we noticed that even the design was with different shades of gray mostly, then on some of them turned to brownish or greenish when printed to transparent and tested on black car. So test it, as testing will be less time consuming and pricey than later change the whole car stickers to new ones. We got a new client, a bus company, who had all their buses' sides covered with a light blue color. Unfortunately, there were different blue print codes in the client's brand manual, so we had to check them. As the design is in public vehicle standard, we needed to get the perfect color. We needed to test this printed color. Here you can see the result. Same print code on everyone, but with different printing profiles. Color differences are clearly visible. My point is, when you get the client on the middle of a project or use a different cooperator for printing, you may have this problem yourself. Make a note for your printed design. What material, what printer, what print profile. You never know when you might need this information. Same theme in a slide. The outer ones are printed in a first batch and the middle ones are printed in a second time. Same file, even same material, but printed on different printer and different print profile. Print is like day and night, the quality. We had our first printer on maintenance and we made the print with another printer. Ended up to postpone the project's deadline, unfortunately, but the result was worth it. So pay attention to these little details also.